Here we are in a beautiful Carlsbad, California morning, looking at a very traditionally done 1932 Ford Roadster. I'll do a little walk around, show you everything, top to bottom. Hang on throughout the whole video, and when you're all done, go to spudsgarage.com for many still photos. It has a rod bod, all steel body. Very nice little stance on it. That's why we started out on the left-hand side here. Classic street rod chassis. Very nicely done, traditional front end. We'll cover a lot of that on the undercarriage video portion of this video. Done in a nice jet black, American racing wheels. Commercial headlights on the front. I like the driving light touch, nice addition. It does have the turn signals in the front headlights here. Nice little pinstripe scrolling on the 32 grill shell there. It has what's called a topster. Convertible top. You can break it down and put it in the trunk if you like, but it's not folding. The pinstripe goes all the way down the belt line here. Contrasts nicely with the interior. You can tell the body's straight. You can see the reflections, the pebbles and the stones and the concrete. Nice touch, the cutouts. You could use them if you wanted, but I think it sounds better just the way it is. We'll give you a little taste of the sound here when the customer turns it around and I photograph the other side. Does have light patina and age. Has about 4,000 miles on it since it was done. It was completed in about 03, 04. It's always stored indoors here at the building that you see. We're photographing it at and videoing it at. But you're in Carlsbad, California. You're not too far from the coast, so the chrome will pick up some patina and age. For instance, the windshield here does have some patina and age. Now that's a very inexpensive part, this windshield frame, if you want to buy it. But just a little bit of patina and age there. Otherwise, the body and paint on the car is just excellent. Couple little minor spots here and there, nothing worth writing home about. We will have a complete interior video, but we'll open the door for you here to show you how it opens and closes. Door jamb to door jamb. It's very, very professionally done. It was professionally built. Ultra leather interior. Holds up better than leather. You're going to take this car without the top on a lot of times, and you don't want a rainstorm wrecking your day because your leather gets all stiff. Again, see the reflections in the side of the car. Yeah, I do like the stance on this car. Many times folks put these just a little bit too low in the back. Okay, we'll move around to the back side here. Had just a tiny little break there for a little bit of space on my disc. Cool. Just a moment, we'll actually cover the trunk for you as we get a little bit farther down the video here. A deuce. Hot Dog Designs did the pinstriping on the car. Pete. You gotta like that stance, looks good. Kind of car you see on the freeway, you probably chase it down. Hey, what's that? Again, be a little perspective there. Typically on these cars, I don't know if I covered it over there, they'll put these a little too high and the tires will actually rub. which is not the case with there. They'll put them a little too low, is what I meant. This is an all steel rod bod. I'll remind you of that as we go through here. So no plastic here, baby. It does make a difference. No disrespect to a glass car. We sell a lot of those too. But you will pay a little bit more for a steel car over a glass car. Both have their advantages. Step back, let you take a look with the door open because we're going to invite you in just a minute. If I told you this top is a soft canvas. Alright, we're going to get in, take a peek. Very nicely done. Traditional style vertical pleats. Color matches, it's very nice. That's a Glide Engineering seat. There was a little mark in the seat here that was caused, and that spot there keeps it from going any further. It would be an easy fix if you wanted to. There are seat belts. Nicely done. They're retractable lap style. And of course this latch here raises the seat back so you can get in there and look at behind the seat with the pockets and stuff. We have a video of that. Take a look here in just a moment. GM tilt steering column. Like the Moon Eye mats. Carpet's very nice. Up in here, I'm a pretty good guy, big guy. I fit in here very nice. 6'1", couple 100 pounds. Stewart Warner gauges, Stewart Warner tack, billet column drop. Does have an emergency brake. Here's the secret audio controls. A lot of the stuff is underneath the seat here. You can lift up the seat bottom. We're not going to do that for you. We'll give it a fire up so you can hear it. Key is right here underneath the dash. Hey, she's healthy. Still a little cold. About 60 pounds of oil pressure. Charging just fine. Gas gauge reading a quarter, and of course it's just over 100 temp wise. I think that's all we have for the interior for you. Alright, let's take a look at the engine compartment. Very nice. Just right. It has a 350 built to ZZ4 specs. This dude will get with it. Power to weight to power ratio. These little cars are fun. So it has plenty of horsepower is the moral of that story there. Edelbrock Performance Series cylinder heads. Edelbrock intake manifold. Edelbrock carburetor. Probably about a 650 CFM. The Mallory HEI ignition distributor. I believe what that is. I'll go to the other side and double check that. Block hugger headers. Traditional fuel pump. Mechanical fuel pump. Billet pulleys, electric cooling fan with aluminum radiator. Plenty of fun. Walk around to this side here. Yeah, that's a Mallory HEI distributor, much like a GM HEI. Little recessed firewall, it gives you a little room. Does have a horn right there. Like a chrome high amp alternator on it. And of course, polished finned aluminum engine dress, traditional style. Anyway, we think you get the idea there. Hang on, we're going through more trunk. The trunk interior is exactly like the interior of the car. It's very nicely done. Has a very nice audio system in it, Clarion amp, custom auto sound CD stacker. Of course, the battery is right there. There is a subwoofer behind the seat. The owner actually put some tweets up by the driver. We'll walk around and look at that. Right down there and over there, so you get some good sound. You can actually hear it with the car. And there's a custom audio remote control, or secret audio is what it's called. There you have it. There's the behind the seat here. Kind of give you a better feel of the tweets and the audio. There's a tweet right there. A couple speakers. It's kind of neat in the back of the seat here. A lot of guys don't think of it. There's some map pockets both right and left. Just kind of fold the seat forward and gives you a little extra goodies. There's the tweet on the other side. He says the sound's really good even when you're going down the road. It is a Glide engineering seat. We're going to have the customer turn it around so I can photograph the other side of the car. It also gives you a good idea how the car sounds. Nice and healthy. She's still cold. Trying to catch up with him there. Well, you can hear that little camshaft there. That's nice. Let's take a look at the suspension on it. It has a classic street rod chassis on it, very traditional. Disc brakes in the front, dropped axle, a lot of chrome and polished components. It is always stored indoors, but it does have some patina from the beach air since we're in California, close to the beach, Carlsbad. Some of which we'll polish out. Really not anything to talk about. We just like to cover it for you. Split hairpins. Does have a Vega steering box. That's Vega Cross Steer. That's what it's called. Buggy spring in the front. Nice little exhaust cutouts there. Kind of gives it a neat look. The brakes are power. There's the booster right there, dual reservoir master cylinder, so it's safe. There's a crossover in the exhaust. The Flowmaster mufflers. Looks like traditional four bar type suspension in the rear. I like the way the exhaust comes down there. It's a Ford 8-inch rear differential. And nice and tidy. This is an all steel car, so it's nice to take a look at steel pans. Those look to be Alden coilovers. Step back so you can see how the exhaust comes underneath the tank there. There's a neat sound. Drum brakes on the rear. Nice little car to drive. These chassis are pretty bulletproof. Nice strong chassis. That's a turbo 350 automatic, which is plenty. Great Boulevard cruiser. A little bit of patina on the back side of the shock here, not unusual. Nice frame. Tire size, let's cover that for you. Tire size is a P195/60 R15. The rear tire size is a P285/70 R15. There you have it. You should be at the end of the video here. Definitely want to go to spudsgarage.com to see more photos and pictures, and you're on Spuds Garage YouTube, and of course you'll probably see it on Spuds Garage eBay. Thanks for visiting. All right, he's going to take it back and put it in the back of the shop here. You can watch it driving away. It could be driving to your garage. What do you think?